Hey everybody, welcome to another adventure. Today we are headed out on another camping trip. As you can see, we are headed to Garrett County, Maryland. We're going to look at some of the first come first serve campsites there, pick one out, hopefully stay 2 nights in the area and see a couple of sites in the area, but I'll show you on the map what I'm looking at, so come along. So this is the Deep Creek Savage River State Forest Purple Lizard map. I'll try and show you here what we're going to do. My original plan was check out these first come first serve Blue Lick campsites, but according to the State Forest website, these are currently closed because of flooding, and they're trying to get the road and the campsites fixed back up from the flooding. I'm hoping these Elk Lick, there's only a few here, I'm hoping one of these Elk Lick sites will be open. Preferably probably 105 because it's by itself here. But if that doesn't work out, we will go down over here into Big Run State Park and probably get one of their campsites, because these are also closed. A couple of these are closed because this connecting road is closed from the flooding. You can go this way, but you can't get down this way. So, and these are all along the trail. So wish me luck, and I'll see you at the campsite. So we have made it to our camping spot location. There is like 100 through 105 down along here. I have checked them all out. I believe we are going to go with this one right here. You have to walk a little bit across this bridge, but it is the prettiest site, I think. I'll show you here. You got to walk across this bridge. You got your stream here with a wee little falls right there. Stream, and right over here is where we will be setting up. Now it's a little messed up because they had floods here recently, and they're still trying to get cleaned up from the floods, so that's why you have a lot of this, like that pile of stuff there, in the fire pit's kind of filled in, but we'll clean it out enough here to make a fire. A little bit of junk here, but when I first walked up on it, there was an owl or a hawk or something had grabbed a small rodent and flew right up in there. So that was my sign that this will be our site, because we'll have friends with us. So I'm gonna get set up here, and I'll show you all once we're set up. So it's only like 12:36, and here we are already set up. I'll walk you over to our beautiful campsite. Look at that. Look at that beautiful stream. We'll check out that little falls later this evening. Look at that. And look how inviting that looks there. And it's not very far to get anything you need out of the car, but yet you're off the road enough. You're not going to be bothered by the noise, the people going up and down the road. But look at and I'll let you peek in the window here. I got the stuff laid out already. See in the window there, we got the sleeping bag laid out, the pillow, our water bottle ready. But yes, I'm pretty happy with this setup. And we'll be here for 2 nights. I don't know if I told you, these are first come first serve. There's a little kiosk there. It's $10 a night. You just have an envelope, you put your money in the envelope in a big iron pipe, and it's yours with the amount of days you picked out. I think you're allowed up to 14. But anyway, we're going to check out. We're going to take a little break, have a snack, check out our map, and I'll get back to you and show you where we're going to head here in a minute. We are camped right here, number 100. We are going to drive down. This road is closed. I already checked. This road is closed. It was washed out in those floods I was saying about. But we're going to drive down this road, stop here and see if we can find that Buzz 1-4 memorial. And you can see, in 1964, a B-52 armed with 2 nuclear bombs crashed in this area. The bombs were found intact in the wreckage. That'd just be a neat spot to look at. And then from there, we're going to come on down, hopefully, if the road's open. Park here, climb up the mountain, and see this high rock purple lizard. And by that time, if we get all that done, we should be hungry, and we'll come back to our campsite and have something for supper. So come along. So here we are at our first stop, the Buzz 1-4 Memorial Site. Now there's a memorial right over here. This says Memorial Trail. I looked down through this mess. I do not see a trail. Maybe there is a trail there, but B-52 crashed January 13, 1964. But do you all see a trail down there? I don't see a semblance or any markings of a trail, but I'll show you the monument. Show you the monument over here. There is your monument. So near this site at 142 on January 13, 1964, a B-52 bomber called the Buzz 1-4 crashed during a blizzard. The plane with a crew of 5 was armed with 2 megaton nuclear weapons. 4 of the 5 crew members ejected from the plane. The pilot, Thomas McCormick, and co-pilot Parker Mack were the only survivors. The navigator, Robert Payne, and tail gunner Melvin Wooten died of exposure, the cold. The 5th crew member, radar navigator Robert Towney, was unable to eject. His body was found in the wreckage. Many citizens endured brutal winter conditions to assist the air and ground team in an effort to rescue crew members. The plane was part of Operation Chrome Dome, a contingent of bombers that were airborne at all times as nuclear deterrent. Buzz 1-4 was en route from Westover Air Force Base in Chicopee, Massachusetts to Turner Air Force Base in Albany, Georgia, when it suffered catastrophic structural failure over southern PA due to severe turbulence. The monument is erected in memory of the crew of Buzz 1-4. Very neat site, but I think we'll head to our next spot and hopefully go on a hike. So we have made it to the High Rock trailhead. There's nothing marked telling you that this is it. But you get down in this dip and there's a gated road. And it's the only gated road I saw, so pretty sure this is it. So come along. I wonder, is this open? Nope, looks like it's locked. But looks like somebody has been up here recently. But maybe they drive up it once in a while, so it shows the trail. So right now we have this nice road to hike on. Maybe it's a road the whole way up. That would be nice. Some berries and a pretty dead tree. Flies. Hey, happy little butterfly. See ya. So it's getting a little steeper. Ooh, it takes my breath quicker. And a lot of that's because we have that smoke from the wildfires that's moved in. It's supposed to be here today, tomorrow. And I do find during that time it's harder to breathe. Maybe it's just in my head, but sure does feel like it's harder to breathe when that smoke is hanging in the air. Onward and upward we go. And lots of pretty flowers along the way. Of course, that. And that. And that. And that. Yeah. Very enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable. So yep, it's been a road the whole way so far. The long and winding road. Ba ba ba. Ya da da da. Or goodbye yellow brick road. Da 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 da. I'm going back to my plow. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, one of my favorites. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Elton John. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Going back to my plow. Do 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 do. So how many of you out there set little goals for yourself when you're doing anything? What made me think of it is, while I was hiking here, I saw a hump way in the distance. I set a goal, because this is uphill. I set a goal. When I get to that hump, I'm going to take a drink. So how many of you set goals like that? Like even if you're working around the house, when I get the living room vacuumed, I'm going to eat a cookie. Or when I get the half the driveway shoveled in the winter, I'm going to stop and get a hot chocolate or anything like that. Any of you, I always set goals hiking like that. Like when I can see the top but it's real steep, I might say to myself, we get to the top, I'm getting a drink, taking a nice long break, getting a snack. How many of you set goals like that? Well, the one goal is always, when I get to the top, I'm going to take a break and have a snack. But let me know if you find yourself setting little goals for yourself. It's one way to get through things. I think it's a good thing. How about you? Another pretty butterfly. So we just came to a spot here. Red blaze there. Trail goes across. Red blaze there. Looks fairly well traveled. Just looked on the map and it's Big Savage Mountain Trail. They're pretty cool. And it looks like we're not too far. Where it crosses, we're not real far from the top here already. And that's a nice sign. Ooh, I thought we were close when we saw that trail. Maybe just up here. Wow. A little longer than I figured after that trail. But let's keep going. Oh, we're getting close. Gotta be getting close. Hopefully there's a lookout. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, look at that. That scared me. Wow, I didn't know that was here. You know who isn't going up that? Let's turn this corner together. Look at that. Ah, pretty wild. Oh, it's fenced in. Isn't that awful? Hopefully we have a view up here. Wow. Pretty crazy. Didn't know that was here. Look at that. Yeah, it's nice and cool up here. Always an airplane. Let's see what this says. Automated receiver station. Track birds, bats, migrants. Some as small as butterflies, dragonflies. How does it work? 10 miles this receiver detects. Where are your other locations? Global array except Antarctica. Wow. Pretty cool. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? That would be a scary, rickety old tower to go up. And you know one guy that wouldn't go up if we could get in there. This guy probably wouldn't go up that one. One at Gettysburg I knew was solid and safe, even though it still scared me to death. Let's look at the old wooden steps. Wow. Pretty scary. But hopefully there's a view here. Looks like there may be. Looks like it may go out. Yeah. Yep. Watch for snakes. The tower. Snakes. Wow, look at that. Who'd ever thought? Who'd ever thought? Folks, I had no idea. I just saw the purple lizard on the map. It pays to check out purple lizards. Look at this. Old foundation. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Old fireplace. Old fireplace up here. Wow. And look at this. Ooh. Pretty scary. Wow. Ooh. Wow. Look at that. Should we go on out? Oh. 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 Look at that. Pretty amazing. Wow. Purple lizard never does me wrong. B-E-A, beautiful. Look at that. Mountains and hills as far as you can see. Rocks and boulders beside me. Whoa. Whoa, that's pretty scary to the left of me. I didn't look at that. Oh. Oh, I gotta back up here a little. I'm getting the woozies. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. Whoa. Whoa, I gotta get back here a little. Woo. Woo. Wow. Amazing. So I'm guessing the tower, maybe the tower was right here at one time, or maybe there's a cabin here. But look at that. Fireplace and rocks forever. Let's walk out this way a little. Wow. Look at that. Like old carved. They carved these steps. Check this out. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah. There was steps carved right in here. Look at that. That's amazing. Wow. And then you had these rocks out this way. Ooh, ooh, pretty scary. You can go way over there. Don't know if we're gonna do that, but look. Wow. I just can't get over this spot. Look at it. Look at this. And look how the water has carved out spots here. Pretty crazy. Crazy. Little pool of water over there. Cracks and crevices. I wanted to see if you could see out the other way, but not quite. Probably back in the day you could. Look at that. Wowzer. Wowzer. And wowzer. Pretty amazing spot. Ooh, it's too scary for me. So the view from the fireplace is one of the better views. I'm burning for you. I couldn't resist that one. But look, nice view. Stupid smoke from the fires, or this would really be amazing. Well, look at that, you see all of that. Plus, you got the tower, and you can almost see out the other way. Wow, and wow. But anyway, I'm going to take a little time to relax here. Something to eat, something to drink. And then I'll see you all back at the campsite. So we made it back to our beautiful campsite. Let's sit here and relax a while, eat a little snack. Some jalapeno tortilla chips and maybe an apple cinnamon bar. And then for those of you that are interested, I think we will walk down the road and I will show you the 5 other campsites. It's 100 through 105. So we'll walk down, I'll show you all the campsites in case you're interested in coming here. So I promised you we'd go take a look at the other campsites. So let's take a walk down here, and when we get to each one, I'll show you each one. This is the one I'm in, is campsite 100. Probably the best one. But this one you can't drive your vehicle to. The rest of them you can get your vehicle right there. So this is definitely good for a tent, but pretty much nothing else. But I like it. Beautiful bridge and stream, and we'll see if I can get to that little waterfall on our way. So campsite 101 right here. And I couldn't really get to our waterfall very well. Maybe there's a trail down here I can go up, or when I'm back at mine, come backwards at it. Yeah, pretty hard to get to. Let's see here. Oh, get down the stream and look up at the falls. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, campsite 101. There's campsite 102. Nice little site. And it pretty much connects. This connects with the one we were just at up there. And you got your stream behind you here also. Campsite 103. Very nice. Yeah, this one's pretty nice. And I will tell you the next one, 104. 104 I almost picked. I'll show you when we get there. So this one here had my eye pretty good. I pulled in here a couple times, looked at it. Campsite 104. 104. And this is pretty nice, pretty flat. You can pull all the way in here. Big fire pit. Stream right beside you. I think the only reason I didn't pick this one, it seemed a little dirty. Like there's a lot more garbage left here. Like it's probably the popular spot because you can pull right in here and it's off the road a little. A pretty nice spot. I almost picked this one. 104 is a nice spot. If you have a camper or something, you could bring that in here. Wow. There's one more, 105 to show you. So there is site 105. Pretty much like the rest of them. But we're going to walk down here to this bridge that's right down at the end of all these. These little birds right here, I don't know what kind they are, but they are very friendly. I've seen a lot of them around here. There's one back at my campsite, but you can get close to them. They don't spook very easy. So we're coming up on that bridge, but look at this view out across there. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see if there's somewhere we can get down the stream. Very pretty stream. Look at that. Very nice. Let's head back up to camp. So here's another look at 105. That person that's here was gone. I believe they just left their dog out to poop. So if you get this campsite, it might smell like dog poop. But anyway, I guess sometimes you have to let the dog out to go somewhere. Hopefully he picked it up. I don't know, this one just didn't appeal to me. I thought this is where I would stay. 105 because it's furthest down, but nope. Just a little messy. Just a little messy. So, yeah, I don't know. Something ain't quite right about this one. Messy, junky. But another one you can pull right in. And there's some room back in there. But anyway, see you back at camp. So right down there is our beautiful little waterfall. Look at that. How pretty. So I just got the fire started going here. I'll show you. Guess what we're gonna have. That's right. Hot dogs and applesauce. Pork chops and applesauce. I think I was on the Brady Bunch. Anybody remember that episode? Pork chops and applesauce. That's all I remember of it. If anybody remembers, is as old as me and remembers that on the Brady Bunch, let me know. But anyway, that's what we're having. We even have to have bread with that. No rolls. That's one thing. I bet I've eaten more hot dogs on bread in my life than I have with the rolls, because rolls are like a specialty. Nobody keeps hot dog rolls around unless they're planning on having hot dogs. I believe we will have some iced coffee with our supper, with our hot dogs and applesauce. Powder in there. Oh, and a little water in there. Already got some water in it. A little more. Smells good. We need smell-o-vision. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that taste good? Mmm. There you have it. Ketchup and mustard. Hot dogs and applesauce. No. Wow. Never get tired. Something about a hot dog over the fire, just one of the best. One more bite. I hope it tastes just as good to you guys. And I'll have to give you, since I've been talking about it, a bite of the applesauce. There you go. Has a little bit of cinnamon, I think, in it. Hot dogs and applesauce. But I'm gonna finish eating here. What a great day we had. Got to pick out a campsite, and what a lovely campsite. You got your own bridge, your own stream, beautiful tent, nice fire going. But what an awesome day. Like I said, we picked out a campsite, set up, then we drove down the road, saw a plane crash, a nuclear bomb carrying plane crash site. Then we hiked up to High Rock to a wonderful, wonderful vista and fire tower. I didn't even know any of that was there. I just saw the purple lizard on the map. Thank you, purple lizard people, for making those maps. It's so much fun just to look at a lizard, and it shows the campsites too. So that helped me pick the campsite. But anyway, I couldn't do this all without you. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Patreon supporters, special shout out to you guys. That helps me put gas in the tank and pay for, this was $10 a night in a little deposit. So that helps me pay for that kind of stuff, and I really, really appreciate you guys. So thank you all. This is where we're going to end it tonight. Come back with me on the next video, we should be still here, but we're going to go visit a state park here in Maryland. This is right up the road. No idea what to expect there either, so tune in to the next episode. But anyway, I'm going to eat. We're tired of the tent. What a great day. But anyway, once again, thank you all for coming along. God bless all of you. I'm praying for all of you, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Bye.
There's so much adventure out there to be found. Every direction, excitement abounds. But oftentimes we're scared to reach for the stars. Remembering the past, we look at our scars. So take a step forward and look back no more. It's such a short time we have on this floor. We may slip and fall, but that's how it goes. So let the world laugh and show them your pose. Anything's possible, this much I know. With family and friends, I feel free to go. They are my support, you gave them to me. Thank you so much for letting me see. Our time is so short down here on this earth. Each day goes by faster and everything hurts. But we will move forward, 'cause that's what we know. So while we are here, let's give them a show. Anything's possible, this much I know. With family and friends, I feel free to go. They are my support, you gave them to me. Thank you so much for setting me free. This much I know. With family and friends, I feel free to go. They are my